Welcome to WeTM, where not only do we talk music, but we get to know the artists behind the music. You're here with the one and only JB The Truth, and I got another real one in the building with me. With the sound that hits your soul before your ears, his music makes the mellow feel powerful and the heavy feel light. Every note creating an atmosphere worth getting lost in, with vibe-shifting lyrics and layered instrumentation. Turning emotion into melody, his songs on love, life, and the complexities of the human experience invite listeners deep in his world of thought. Straight out of Sugar Land, Texas, young Wabo.
Thanks for having me, man. That was poetic. Oh, I've never heard my music described like that. I didn't even know. Damn.
Yeah, it's
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate
Absolutely.
you, man. For real, for real.
And for those listening outside of Texas, Sugar Land, we claim him from Houston as well. So I said Sugar Land, but this is a Houston artist as well, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I try to claim when I can for out-of-towners anyways.
No, we're accepting you in. We gotta make sure, you know what I'm saying, the love goes around. Mm-hmm. So how's your day going? How's your mental? How's your vibe?
My day's going great. My mental is doing pretty well. Got a car recently. It's just been giving me so many issues, but that's a thing about it. And I've been doing great. Thanks for asking. What about you, man?
No one ever asked me.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to have you here. It's Friday. The sun's shining, so I'm happy.
Yeah, man. Love Fridays. Oh my God. I got a show after this too. Oh man, I'm so excited.
Got 2 shows this weekend, don't you?
No, I got
one today.
Yeah, I got one today, and then in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Damn, time flies fast. I didn't even know it's 2 weeks like that.
That's good to be busy.
I pray for times like this, for real. With live performing, oh my God, that's all I wanted to do is get on stage, for real.
Well, you put on a hell of a show. I met you first at the show when you had that show. I think it was a Balaji. I may be wrong.
Yeah, Balaji, Billboard, Baba. Yeah, it's definitely that. And then I think Bowen performed also. And Shelby Ruger might have done something with Balaji, or she might have had a set. But shout out Shelby too.
Okay. Yeah, you killed it. I went straight to the gram and straight to the Apple Music and found your music.
Appreciate you.
That's why we here today. So before we get into the music, get into your story, we're going to start with a segment of this or that. So I'm going to give you 2 options and you just pick one.
Okay, bet.
All right, hip-hop or R&B?
Hip-hop.
Alternative or rock?
Alternative.
Okay, lyrics or melodies?
Because I be rapping for real. People don't even know that like
they
that.
They don't know.
Bro. Lyrics for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
a lot of people be getting away with too much when they get to the melodies, but I can't lie. Yeah, lyrics for sure.
Okay.
Substance.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. Solo writing vibes or jam session with friends?
Normally I'm a solo writing, like just when I create music, it just happens to be in my room and stuff, and I'm dolo. But recently with Mo, actually, I've been getting on the instruments, getting a little guitar here and there, and a jam sesh can like just release so much stress, so much pressure. It's almost like a team building exercise too. So it's definitely cool to get a few people around and play and jam out. So I don't know if I can do this or that for that one. But
that's kind of the game.
But I'd say jam session. Jam session. Yeah.
I understand the duality of both though. They probably serve different things in your life, so you need both of them.
Exactly.
Heartbreak anthem or feel good love song?
Heartbreak anthem every time, bro.
That was a quick answer.
Yeah, that's how, bro. Because a feel good song, like they got some good ones. But like nothing beats Halo by Beyonce. Nothing beats By Your Side by Sade. Nothing beats Suburbia by Young Wabo. And what's it called? And compare those songs to Happy by Pharrell.
Yeah,
how long you can be in a car for 2 hours and play By Your Side the whole time?
Yeah.
Play Happy for 15 minutes. Niggas gonna leave the car. Niggas gonna park that bitch and hop out.
It's not the same. Yeah, more emotion in those heartbreaks.
Exactly.
Speaking of Sade and heartbreaks, Mac Miller or Sade?
That's literally 1 and 2 for me. That's crazy.
I know it's hard.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna say Sade. Because she really gave me a start for this, for real. Like where I'm at, like definitely became from Sade. Because my dad, little backstory, my dad was in the military when I was growing up, and he was posted in Iraq, I'm pretty sure. And he left a bunch of CDs for us, and some of the CDs included Michael Jackson and Sade. And we didn't, not that we didn't have internet, but my ability to use internet, I didn't know where to find different music. I didn't know where to find different music and stuff like that. So those CDs are really what I relied on to get a music source of the world or understand what music is like in different contexts and stuff like that. So definitely
Nice.
Sade.
That's a great place to start your music journey. She makes beautiful, beautiful music.
Oh, amazing. Actually, fun fact, we were born in the same city in Nigeria.
Oh, dope.
Ibadan, Nigeria, yeah.
I didn't even know she was born in Nigeria. That's crazy.
Yeah, born in Nigeria, then she moved to Britain with her mom.
Okay. I was about to say, yeah, she's a British singer.
yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, we learning something early.
Black British people got to come from somewhere.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact. And last but not least, Paris, Texas, or Gene Dawson?
Ooh, that's a good one. Gene Dawson, though, for sure.
Gene Dawson for
sure. I'm not the most hip on, like, I respect what Paris, Texas does, but I can't act like I bump Paris Tech, like I know what's going on the most with Paris, Texas. I definitely jam Gene Dawson a lot, though.
Okay.
For sure.
And I'm the opposite. I don't know much about Gene Dawson. I saw him more on your page, but I'm into Paris, Texas for sure.
Really? You have any, like, albums or any songs that you would, like, put people on?
Oh, I'm not the one to ask.
Just jam. Okay,
yeah, just jam.
Okay.
I like to just turn it on and walk away, but he got some good stuff for sure.
Yeah, more like Runaway, because they got some energy.
They do.
Energy.
And sometimes it can be too much. So I can see why you might fade to the other side.
Yeah, definitely with my, like, I definitely like more mellow music for sure. Different time and place kind of thing.
Speaking of your music, because you say you like mellow music, I have a bunch of words listed down here that I wrote down when I listened to your music to describe it. But how would you describe your music?
I would describe my music as a painting of my past experiences, just like, yeah, that's it. It's a painting of all my past experiences. Some of them are crystal clear images or hyper realistic images, like Alabama is about one woman, one shorty that I used to talk to.
Okay.
But like other songs like Somewhere USA are just a bunch of like a month span, a year span of just feelings put into one track that's 3 minutes and 50 seconds long.
Nice.
So yeah.
I like that. And I can hear that when I listen to your music. That was deeper than where I was going, because when I was writing down words, it was just kind of like the first thing that comes to my head. But we're going to get to your storytelling and how you include that as well. So these are some of the things I wrote down. Euphoric, spiritual, inspirational and sad, calming for the hippies and free thinkers, campfire music, and poetic.
Yeah, emphasis on that campfire music. I feel like I try my best to get a sense of, like, that's what was the difference in my music when I moved from the East Coast back to Texas. Like, the change in pace from East Coast to Texas, like, created that slower sound that I'm going for now, and definitely, like, hanging out with friends and stuff like that. So campfire music is definitely a really good word that stuck out to me.
Yeah. I'm glad I hit it on. I did notice that shift. I was going to ask you about that, because you started off being more of a rapper, and then now it's more alternative leaning with the rock influence as well. So it was the move that kind of made that happen from East Coast down here.
For real, yeah. That's definitely because the East Coast, I don't know if you've been to the East Coast, but it's definitely like, oh man, just a faster pace. Yeah, faster pace is the only words I could use to describe so much going on.
Yeah.
Like in a day you pay $15. There is an album I have with Perry Mason called Peace Blessings Be, and he literally lobbed me an Apple Pay of like $20. He's like, yo, pull up to the crib. I took a bus from Philly to New York. In 3 hours I was there, and then we spent 2 weeks at his crib just cooking up an album. Like, you can't do that in Texas.
That's true.
You can't do that in Texas. You got to plan. Even going to San Marcos, even going to Austin, you got to plan something out at least a week in advance.
Do you miss the East Coast at all, or is down south more your vibe?
Down south is more my vibe. I've definitely begun to appreciate what Texas has to offer, what the South has to offer. But I do miss my peoples. I do miss my peoples. But I visit from time to time and stuff like that. I need to visit my people in Virginia soon though. But like, yeah, I definitely appreciate the South more. This feels like home now.
Okay. Well, I like that you had that start to your career as far as rapping because, like you said, people don't know you got lyrics as well. I think sometimes your instruments are so loud and the vibe is so loud, not loud sonically, but loud as far as the emphasis on it. It sounds really good. That you got to really listen to really hear what you writing and what you saying in some of these songs, and it sounds really good. So
thank you, man. Thank you.
Absolutely. Speaking of the instrumentation, is that live music that y'all are playing, or is most of that digital?
So I feel like it's an evolution of sorts. Like Suburbia, my first album, that was the step that I took into alternative music. The whole album, and I don't even know if I should be saying this because people might steal the loops or whatever, but a lot of it was made from this site called Looperman, which is like a Reddit, but it's a community-based loops community or something like. I said community twice. But people just upload royalty-free loops that can be used for anything from YouTube to whatever you want to use, for profit too, and every sound is there. Like there's some rap songs I made from there, but that was Suburbia 1. Suburbia 2, with the help of Mo and a few of his friends and stuff like that. Shout out Hayes and shout out Matt, shout out Carson. Like they put me into a state of mind that like the next step isn't more music, it's better music. It's music that you can think of in your mind and put out into the real world. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Like with Looperman, I have to go get the loop, like something that I like, of course, but I put the loop there. Then I think, how does this make me feel? Then I write off of that, and it makes beautiful music. But with live music, with the guitars that I did in Suburbia 2, I had like 5 songs where I did the guitar. Mo had 1 song, and then some of them are samples, and then some of them are from my other friends. But with live instrumentation, you can really think of something or a mood in your head and come as close as possible to a one-of-one copy in your mind. And I feel like that's what separates the legends with legacy from people that are trying to do and stuff like that. Like your imprint, like it's close to getting your signature on the song. And Suburbia 2 is not even where I'm finished with it yet. Next, we're going to take it to the next step, which is there's live music and then there's recording live music.
Okay.
For example, third song. Yeah, this third song on Suburbia 2. It's me playing guitar, but at a certain point, at 4 or 8 bars, I cut the loop and treat it like a sample and then just start it over again and I add other layers and stuff like that. But the next step would be getting the band together in a studio session and playing it with my boy Matt on the drums, then Hayes doing guitar, then Mo doing guitar at the same time, when we run 2 minutes of song, like almost like a live performance. And you saw I bring the energy in the live performance. It would be a direct translation into that. So maybe Suburbia 3 is where that's at. Some songs in the future, something like that. But like that's what I like. Or that's why I try to get my music to.
Right. No, that's really dope, and I can hear the evolution of it. It sounded like real music. It sounded like real instrumentation to me, even on Suburbia 1, but Suburbia 2 I did enjoy more. So I can see what you mean as far as it's kind of like going from microwave to oven, and now you're trying to go to like a campfire where you're really taking it slow.
Exactly. And it is real instrument. It's like, because other people can upload their own guitar loops, so they are real instruments, but this time it's me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, it was real instruments. Yeah.
Nice. Well, let's get into the album. Most recently, you dropped Suburbia 2.
Yes, sir.
Amazing album, if I haven't said that enough yet.
Thank you.
You start off with a monologue in the beginning, talking about slowing things down and how it's important to realize what's important and where you're wasting your time. Is that a cycle that you find yourself in often?
Yeah, I feel like that's part of the human experience is a lot of people don't have perfect memory. A lot of people a lot of people run in circles trying to figure it out as we age, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's sometimes where you stop in the middle of that circle and you look back and like, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't me who did that monologue, but it was my friend Perry who I was talking about. And what makes that monologue so impactful is that some people know because he's recently blown up, but Perry actually had cancer when he made that monologue for me. He had knee cancer, and he's one of the strongest people I know. He dropped 4 albums during chemo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I hit him up. I was like, yo, can you say something from the soul for this album? And that's what he came up for. He didn't even record it. He just said put it through a voice memo on the phone. And just like the moment I heard that, I knew that this was going to be the start of the album. I know a lot of people, some people start with an intro, but I just knew it was something up. And yeah, that's part of the human experience, I feel like, what he was speaking about and stuff like that.
Yeah, especially when you're facing, death that closely, you can realize what's important a lot more.
Exactly. And I feel that's why he was the perfect person to say something like that. Like, I don't know a lot of people who faced a higher wall than literal cancer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it gives you a moment to emphasize what's important in life. And that memo he got was him stopping in the middle of the circle, him being given a moment to stop and realize like what's going on in my life, you know what I'm saying, and what can other people gain from this and stuff like that. So shout out Perry for that. Love you, dog, for real.
So yeah, shout out to Perry. I hope you're doing better.
Oh yeah, he's doing better. He's doing great.
Okay, great. Good.
He's doing great.
How do you decide what's important for you or versus what's not important?
It used to be like my soul would be drawn to things and stuff like that, like whatever's calling my soul. But now as an adult, I have to sit down and oftentimes I just write down what's calling to my soul and figure out if it should be important and if it shouldn't be important, because when you're younger, is important. Like, this is important. This party tonight is important. The Sundays and the weekend is important. This school assignment I have is important. None of the dishes are done. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like it's a lot of the things I used to do were 80%, 20% other things. But now I'm figuring out like you can be multifaceted and balance it out. So when it comes to things that are important to me, I just have to take mental note. If I take mental note of something, or not mental note, if I write it down, that means it's got to be important.
Yeah.
Taking that moment, like I said with what Perry was going through, it's just when you take a moment to look at something and it's something that you can actually physically look back on, I feel like that's when you know.
That's good advice. Writing stuff down is smart and seeing it in front of you and actually
especially as an artist, because our heads are all over the place.
Yeah.
I was late to this interview.
You ain't have to tell them we wasn't gonna snitch on nobody. You know what I'm saying? You here now.
Bro. I was like, yo, I left the crib. I was like, yo, how am I gonna get this car to Houston without filling up on gas? Damn. That's all right, though.
You hear and you live and you learn.
Oh God.
So speaking about that first song, Come and Goes, and a lot of your songs, not just this one, you can hear the emotion coming through, and it almost sounds like it's very fresh. When you're recording, are you still feeling those emotions in real time?
Yeah, especially for a song like Come and Goes. There are certain songs that I make that just like, and it's from the lyrics that I was talking about. Like the moment the lyrics hit the pen and the pen hits the pad and I look at it, I'm like, whoa, this is something definitely from the soul. The energy and emotion has to match it. And that's how it breaks down for me. Like Fully is a really good example of that. The beat itself is a 7-second loop for 3 minutes. But it was the lyrics calling to me that made me just want to yell that shit. Like that song is like 20, 25 layers of me just yelling and stuff. I had to cut some of that out and stuff like that, but just like something about it, yeah.
Well, you good at layering, because it was times where I thought it was other people, and I was like, no, that's still his voice. He's just kind of saying it in a different way. So I can imagine how you're going about that in the studio.
I will say, because I have to shout out my boy. Come and Goes actually does have that's the only song that has a different layering on it from another person. And shout out my boy Justin. He was the second voice on Come and Goes, but everything else, yeah. I've been really working hard on my vocals, trying to do like higher ranges and lower ranges and stuff. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. And Fully, so far to my knowledge, is the only one you shot a music video for, visuals for.
No, actually, I shot one. It's just I haven't dropped them yet, but there is one off of Suburbia 2 for Middle of It All, and then Fully, and California Dreamin'.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the three I have for those ones.
So how do you go about choosing which ones are going to get visuals and not?
It's because I'm more of a. I'm trying to work on it, but I'm more of a run and gun person right now. And there'll be certain situations, like I have a video for Spinning Around Me that I plan to drop maybe even today or at the end of this weekend. But we were at my friend's house, Wynn, in Kingsland, Texas. And that's like an hour out from Austin. And I was with my videographer, Phoenix, shout out Phoenix. And just the setting of it all, like just being out in hiking areas and stuff like that, I was like, this fits this perfectly. California Dreamin'. It was nighttime. I was with my boys, a few beers and stuff like that. I'm like, this is this. Fully was the only video we set out with an intention to do because it was just doing so well. Shout out Mo, he came through and we just shot the video and stuff like that. But like, yeah.
Okay.
Shout out Phoenix for real.
That was one of my beefs with you, so I'm happy that you have more coming, because that was one of my beefs when I was like, this is amazing album, and he got one music video out, and I was like, I need to see more. The people need to see more.
See, my problem is that I did the rollout for Suburbia 2 so long, I might even have to re-release or re-drop some of the music videos, honestly, now that I'm hearing that, because Middle of It All definitely didn't get the attention it deserves. Actually, Tay Balaji's videographer. Yeah, he shot the Middle of It All video. Yeah. I do the editing for my videos, but what? Actually, a lot of people don't know this, but he shot a lot of the videos that I have for Suburbia 1. And if you look at some of the videos for Suburbia 1, he was killing it, right, with the color grade and stuff like that. But the difference, I'm so proud of him, man. So fucking proud. The difference that he had, like the improvements he's made from last year to this year. And another thing, he works so goddamn hard. Like, he was putting in 10-hour shifts at Home Depot. When the flooding was happening, hella people were buying generators. He was telling me, bro, like, all these people giving me generators. He put that money into a new camera. Shot for the moon. That's how you reinvest into yourself. He's honestly an inspiration to me about reinvesting into myself, putting my own money that I make into myself instead of for my enjoyments, because I can make my enjoyments bigger and stuff like that if I just invest in myself and just be patient and stuff like that. And Tay is a big example of that. Honestly, Tay and Balaji too.
Okay.
Balaji travels so much, but traveling is so important. So important. When me and Mo pulled up to New York, like, I bet Mo was surprised that I know all these people in New York and stuff like that, but it's just because, like, I was being myself in different places in the U.S. and stuff like that. Like, honestly, I'm blessed. I'm blessed with the opportunities I've been given, but I never shy away from an opportunity to just introduce myself and see what that can turn into. But reinvesting yourself,
it's important. It's important, Nate. That's why we here. I did the same thing.
Yeah, oh God, bro. This setup makes it happen, bro.
Yeah.
The difference.
One thing that I'm noticing with you is that you have a lot of people around you that are passionate as well in their creative pursuits, and it seems like y'all are all kind of holding each other up and helping each other.
The way I think about it is, my dad, shout out Nigerians and their sayings, but my dad is very blunt about it. He told me at a young age, who you hang out with is who you are. And it took me a very, very long time and a few mistakes here and there and stuff like that to figure out, like, the people that you're around are mirrors of yourself in different forms and things like that. and I try my absolute hardest to be around people who really want it, because that, like, how I was talking about Tay and Balaji, like, the people around you can inspire you for better or worse. It wasn't always like this. You can ask Mo. I had a friend that I was hanging out with that I haven't hung out with since high school. We hung out a few times. He asked me, "Can you cash at me $1?"
$1.
$1? Can you cash out me $1?
He wants to. That's either a scam or he really needed it.
Really, bro? What do you? Bro. You even, like, the transfer fee. The transfer fee takes like 1/4 of that.
Yeah.
Well, you about to buy a stick of gum?
He needed it.
Bro. And I said no. I said he put laughing emojis on it, and I thought it was funny, so I said LMAO no. He's like, bro, it's just $1. I'm like, nigga, why don't you have the $1? What?
Well, hopefully he got $1, $10, $100
bro,
by now.
This nigga didn't even speak to me for 5 months because I said I could give him $1.
Oh, fuck.
So he better have that $1.
Yeah. Shout out to bro. Prayers, thoughts, hopes. I don't know what to say to that.
A moment for that nigga, man.
Well, yeah. Back to the music. One of the songs I did want to ask you about on Suburbia II, Roses. A very simple and short song, but it stood out to me. And you had some lyrics on there that I really liked. If you think it's gonna rain, I would let it rain. What the hell you supposed to do? If you think it won't change, let me suggest what another day can do. What does that mean to you, and how does that show up in your life?
It's honestly one of the biggest things to me is because, like, as I said, my head is all over the place all the time. One thing my mom teaches is patience is a virtue, and even that patience can even be just waiting a day to see how things play out. There's often times where I get heated in a moment and I'll let that ruin the rest of my day instead of just cooling and backing out of a situation, and then tomorrow realizing, yo, it was never that serious. You know what I'm saying, like that? And a lot of people, I didn't even make the song for me, for real. Like, a lot of people go through things, and I know this might sound graphic, but a lot of people go through mental health issues where it gets to a point where they're contemplating suicide. And, like, tomorrow is all you need. Like, that's all you have to give. Like, that's all you have to give is just another day. And sometimes like, depression is a real, like, is not only is it a mental illness, but it's like it's chemistry in your brain. It's an actual science to it. Sometimes you can't do anything about it. There are some people who are born with chronic depression, like, and just go through it. But, like, sometimes you just gotta let it wash over you. And some people try their best, and shout out to those people. But, like, yeah, man, that's all I can say on that, for real. But shout out Mo, actually. He was the one that was his production on that song. Actually.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. Love you, dog.
Man, hey, you and Mo, that's a crazy duo right there. I didn't know how much of his guitaring was on Suburbia 2 and some of your other music. I saw him pop up with some of the features. I saw y'all both together on Together Forever as well. That's one
of my favorite goddamn songs ever. Yeah, bro. Mo is a motherfucking real one. We were talking about it earlier. He lives in Spring. I live in Sugarland. Like, just to practice for our first shows, he would pull up 3 times in a week, 4 times in a week from Spring, just to make things happen. Like, Together Forever was made at my house. He drove an hour. We cooked up the song. We cooked up some other stuff that he had to drive an hour back. When I didn't have a car, we would go out. I would be like, yeah, I want to go out, but I can't. He's like, yo, I got you. And he would pick up me and my boy Ja from Pasadena.
Oof.
What?
Driving.
I was telling him the other day, I was like, yo, I hung out with Ja at his crib. I was like, how the hell did you get both of us in a car at one time?
Yeah. That's who you need to be sending your $1 to.
Yeah. 75 cents with the transfer fee. What is that in gas? That's like what? They give you like a
I ain't never sent that slow over the mouth, so I don't know.
You ask for 75 cents of gas, they just put it in your hand.
Like, here you go. They just gonna push you a little bit. Like, all right, I'm gonna push you on the street.
They push you out the parking lot. Stop playing with my time, bro.
Oh man.
Oh man, 75 cents of gas.
But
this economy.
Yeah, no, that's not doing nothing for you.
It just hit, like, I saw a gas station, a Shell with $3. Oh my God.
Times is hard.
What?
You gotta do what you can.
Life decisions at the gas station. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Real life. But
with Together Forever, you had your lyrics on there was like a love note.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about that, the story behind that.
So
if you can, it's a beautiful song. I encourage y'all to listen to it if you haven't yet.
There was a shorty, there was a girl, and I would say, damn, I don't want to blow her head up. Nah, I'm not gonna blow her head up. But there was a shorty that I was talking to, and our relationship meant a lot to me and stuff like that. And as you can tell, it was more on the end side of that relationship, and that song is really me. Like, we weren't done yet, but I knew it was cooked, and it was more of like reminiscing on what was, and more of a olive branch to let her know that the door is always open to her. But not all the way though. The door is kind of like 50, like 25% open.
I feel like those lyrics are good enough to where she can put her foot in there.
Yeah.
Has the olive branch reached her yet? Does she know about the song?
Did the olive branch? She texted me the song.
Oh,
she texted and she said good shit. I was like, yeah. What's it called? I'm free this weekend.
Well, hey, why you said we ain't gonna blow her head up too much, so I'll leave it at that. But you signed it, and it was you was talking on it. So.
Yeah, I was talking about shit for sure. I really like that song. I really like that song.
I like it too.
Yeah.
Y'all think about doing visuals for that one?
We definitely are gonna shoot some visuals. I don't know, a music video. Honestly, yeah, we've talked visualizers and stuff like that, but we never got anything concrete yet.
Okay.
It is a great song though.
Yeah.
Actually, great song, amazing song. But like, that boy Mo right there, man. That was him on. Did I do drums on that? No, there was no drums. There was no drums when we first created. That was when we made the song. He did the guitar, and we laid everything down. Then shout out Hayes, my boy. He's an engineer, producer, just music savant. He added drums to it, which is actually super impressive because I rapped on it without drums. So I was just like, I tried to stay to a 4/4 flow, but I didn't even do it with a metronome. So he hand did the drums to my flow. It's just impressive. Very impressive. Well produced, it sounds like the drums were done already, then I hopped on it. Just wow.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Gotta stay around people who really want it. For real.
No, you got some good guys around you.
Oh, for sure.
One last song I want to bring up before we move on. Somewhere USA off of Suburbia 1. That seems like it's a cult classic in your fan base. One of the lyrics, somewhere I gotta be, but don't know where, and it's frustrating. What were you going through during that song and making that song?
So this one is really about my move from the East Coast back to Texas, because I do say I appreciate Texas and my love has grown for Texas. But when I first got back, I haven't been back since I was 18, when I first went out for college and stuff like that. So where I was almost, even though I had my family with me, it was definitely an alien place. And I'm seeing so many things going on, in not only on the East Coast or in Texas and stuff, just the world. The world has been a different place recently, and I just feel like even though I'm stuck in my room, there's just somewhere else I have to be at. There's just something that I could be doing, and I just feel like that's a lot with me sometimes, that I struggle with like just chilling. Like, you know, like there's just like being an artist, especially in this day and age, like there's always something you could be doing, but there's also yeah, there's always something you could be doing, and that's just where the song comes from, for real, for real.
Dope. I've seen how people react to that song and how like a lot of with your performance, it feels like you can take people in like a trance and they're kind of like just listening and really vibing to it. Is that something, the song that's still in your set list?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And shout out to Mo again. Shout out to Mo. Was it he? I don't even. That's a song from Looperman. Actually, that's a loop from Looperman. And I DM'd the guy that made the song, made the loop. I was like, "Yo, can I get the notes so I can play this?" It's been 2 years. He's never responded.
Oh,
So
wow.
like, yeah, he transcribed it by ear and stuff like that. And now it's in every set.
Okay. And we're gonna get Mo on this couch as well. I know y'all hearing that name a lot. We're gonna make sure we tap in with him and get to know his story and his music acumen as well. I don't know if that's a word.
Yeah, acumen. Yeah.
Acumen. Okay, it sounded like something. So
That's real. That's real.
so what's your relationship with your fans like? Because
I feel like it's pretty intimate. It's pretty like I haven't gone a while without answering someone that DMs me or shows love, and either on TikTok or Instagram, I respond back to every single comment I get. And it's just as a smaller artist, those are the moments that you can really appreciate when you can see the individual, or where you can talk to the individual person that's inspired or moved by your work. You see what I'm saying? Like, I had a listening party in Austin recently for Suburbia 2, and this dude flew in for the listening party. And the craziest thing about him, there's a song on Suburbia called Still Here. He tatted it on his arm, on his hand. He tatted Still Here on his hand. And when he tatted it and sent it to me, I didn't even have any tattoos on my body yet. And it just blew my mind. It blew my mind, and I was so moved to the point where I grabbed the journal that I wrote Still Here in, ripped out the page, and I sent him Suburbia, the CD, signed it. Actually, I sent him an extra one too, and then I sent him the lyric sheet for it, and that was the least. That was the least I could do. Meeting him in person, and he's a great guy, cool dude. Shout out Kellen, man. But yeah, bro, it's just
That's
amazing.
dope.
Yeah, it's just amazing that like the songs that I create in my room they're for me sometimes, and it's not selfish to say that. It's my therapy sometimes, or how I vent and stuff like that. But seeing that's helped other people in situations like that definitely means a lot. Definitely means the world.
I can't even imagine. And you're someone who's kind of early on in his career, but your numbers are numbering, and
Thank you,
you
thank
have
you.
a lot of fans. So I can imagine being at this stage of career, seeing that and seeing all the love you're getting. It has to be very rewarding.
Well, very rewarding. It's honestly what keeps me going sometimes, man. Just knowing that someone out there will receive it. And I don't say that to stop any artists who don't see that change day by day. Just the numbers, it being more than one listener, that means someone else is listening.
Yeah.
For real, for real. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing for real.
That's what's up. One of your songs, you were talking about how you smile and joke in person, and as you see, we've been having a great time here, and he's a fun person, but the depth is really in your music. First of all, do you know what song I'm talking about?
Yeah,
when you said
middle
that?
of it all.
Middle of it all.
Yeah.
What album is that on?
That's Suburbia 2.
That's Suburbia 2? Okay,
Yeah,
what's
because I
Suburbia
dropped
2?
it as a single. See, that's what I'm talking about. The rollout for Suburbia 2 was so long. I dropped that song in December or January, but the album came out it came out in June.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just definitely putting a lot of pieces together, but yeah.
Well, it's definitely a dope song. With that thought in mind, do you feel like sometimes music is a more authentic version of yourself?
Oh, absolutely. Someone, actually one of my friends made a comment about that. They saw me perform live for the first time, and they just asked me like, who hurt you? I'm like, who hasn't? You know? But like real life, like it's not like I'm not it's not a persona that I put on. It's as you said, depth to things and stuff like that. We often see someone's personality as their whole thing, but art allows people to not only put out what's inside them, but to find out what's inside them. You know what I'm saying? And music has definitely given me an avenue for that. Like even in that song, I said you can. I was talking about my pain, and I was like, you can tell it from the music, but not the smiling Wabo Williams, if I had jazz, if I was the genie, I would have had jazz. And that was a reference to Robin Williams, who ultimately, rest in peace, killed himself. But he was known as a person that's always smiling, always bringing joy to people and things like that. But also, I ended this lyric with a joke. Like, if I was a genie from Aladdin, I would have taken jazz from this nigga.
I was like, you talking about jazz,
Yeah, I was talking about jazz.
That's one of my childhood
like
crush, bro. Chill.
No, that's mine. That's my ball.
Yeah, we gonna have to fight for that one. Fighting over cartoon characters is crazy. But shout out to Aladdin and R.I.P. Robin Williams.
Yeah, but R.I.P. I find a lot of inspiration from Robin Williams because Good Will Hunting is one of my favorite movies, but it's not even a Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing. It's just like accepting. If more people, I don't want to say that, but I feel like if we weren't shocked, if there wasn't such a shock to how serious the serious roles that Robin Williams was taking, I feel like we would have asked him more mental health questions. And sometimes that's all people need is just like, how are you doing? You know, how is your day going? And that's why I thanked you for asking me how my mental was and stuff like that. Like, it doesn't hurt to ask. It never hurts to ask.
Absolutely. And make sure you check on your friends, check on your family. It's important that we have those conversations, and I can see that music in your life is something important for you to be able to process some of those emotions and kind of filter through some of that pain.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Because who hasn't been through some stuff? Who hasn't been through some stuff? People go to therapy. Some people go to music. Some people paint. Some people do all three. Some people even do more, stuff like that. So.
What's your process like for writing, or what environment do you like? Like, where is Wabo in his flow state where he's creating?
Okay, I know this. It depends. It depends on the beat, for real, for real. It depends on the beat. I always start with the beat. Either I'm picking a beat or I'm making the beat, but I'm just going to talk about the writing side because the producing is just like putting just stuff together and stuff like Lego pieces and stuff like that, to me anyways. But when it comes to writing lyrics for a song, I close my eyes, I hear the beat, and I don't know when this started, but I just, for the longest time, I always imagine a color first. I always imagine a color. Then I take that color, then I think about life experiences that I've had that match the color or the emotion that's being given by, like, red is fierce always, you know what I'm saying? Pink is like, or soft pink is like, stands for love or softness or more feminine side or just things like that. Like blue is a more mellow, more like if I'm getting a blue or a green, it's more like I'm probably gonna talk about weed or something like that, or just times that I'm reminiscing on and things like that. Or if it's black or something like that, I'm thinking like straight, it's time to rap. It's just time to talk my shit and things like that. Then I think about that, and I think about, yeah, as you said, I think about life a lot. And I just take that. I either take a specific thing that's happened, or I take a conglomeration of things and just put it to pen to pad, and it just happens. And I always like referencing things. Like I always try to max out the amount of references either to pop culture or real life, to things like that. Yeah. Like Thrax, that's an unreleased song, but the first lyrics are, I knew I grew up when I fucked my childhood crush, riding around with Mo, windows down with a Camel Crush. Mama said she had a dream and I was smoking in it. I almost asked her if that blunt had Thrax in it. And that song gave me a very blue, like almost like ocean water kind of things when I first made the beat and things like that. So like that is almost a mere one of one to my life and stuff like that, and that's how I make my music.
That's poetic within itself.
Thank you.
Is there a certain color, a certain emotion that you draw from the most?
Oh, that's a good question. Blue and green. I feel like are like sky blues. Like Suburbia 1 was definitely like a blue. Even the album cover, like it's just a blue, like looking out into the sky, because there's a spot that directly influenced the album. Like I was smoking one time by the spot in my neighborhood. I was just like, let's try alternative. Let's. It was literally in that moment. Like I've never had a project where I was just like, in this moment, I've decided I'm going to do this. But I was just looking out in the sky. I was just like, this is my life. Let me do it. Let's just do it.
And I have a spot where I listen to my music, and it's in my apartment. It's my studio / office. It's office when I'm working, studio when I'm not. But it's by the window, and I sit in this chair when I'm listening to music. And with your music, it was the first time in a long time where I didn't want the chair anymore, and I wanted to sit on the ground. So now I'm sitting on the ground, and I'm looking out the window. And then a song or two later, now I'm like laying on the floor, and I'm looking up. And it was this very like euphoric, spacious feeling. Being able to see the sky and the trees as well, so I can see what you're saying as far as like you feeling that blue and you feeling that like very calming aspect of the music.
Nature influences my music probably the most. Like aside from my mom and dad and my little sister and my brother, like immediate family, nature is definitely like that for me. Like nature definitely, yeah.
Is that where you go when you get writer's block, or do you even get writer's block?
It's been a long time since I've gotten writer's block because I'm like first and foremost, like even though I've done a lot of singing, I'm a rapper. Like I'm a rapper. If it's not working on a beat, I'm giving 16 to another beat. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been a long time. Like it's been a long time since I've had a writer's block. But that's because I've been writing since like 7th grade. I'm sure there's some times back then, not to talk my shit like that, but like horses don't stop. They keep going for real.
Well, I believe because you got so much damn music that it's like it doesn't seem like you're running out of things to talk about.
And I'm honestly, I'm so blown. There's not more music out. Like I have so much music. I have multiple EPs. I have multiple albums that are just not out there yet. Someone that actually has a work ethic like that, aside from like obviously the people that I'm around and stuff like that. But Shelby Ruger showed me her unreleased music recently, and it was just untitled folders on folders on folders on folders on folders. I was like, damn, shorty.
Shelby, what up?
Yeah,
drop that.
So, you know she has a rock project that she hasn't even showed the world?
No, I know she's supposed to be Houston's rock star.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like, damn. Shout out Shelby. And then my boy, My Name Isn't J-Mac, he honestly got me into a work ethic like that because he was trying to show me a specific song, but we spent 3 minutes on screen share looking for the song because he couldn't find it. I was like, whoa.
Are you ready to go bar to bar with My Name Isn't J-Mac? Because he be spitting too.
He be spitting.
He be going.
What? Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know who would win the depression bar match with him, bro. I don't know. He got them mental lyrics for real. Oh, my gosh. Like him, Tommy, Richmond, just honestly inspiration. People don't even know. We go way back because of TikTok and stuff like that. Like I was just on the phone with J-Mac like a minute ago, but like still, they're doing crazy things. World tour?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And it feels like I didn't know about J-Mac until probably about a year and a half ago. So it seems like it's been like quick. Just in the 2 years that I've seen, it feels like it's on a real up and up right now.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's patience. It's patience and knowing and trusting in what you have. Like I was talking to J-Mac, I was like, yo, dude, how do you have so much goddamn music? He's like, bro, I have trusted producers. Even if I'm not feeling the beat all the way, I know that what this person is giving me, or this person, shout out Gutty, shout out Limo, what they're giving me is something that's going to work out for so many other people. All I gotta do is just paint the canvas. And that's why I feel like I've been almost not yet full speed, but I've been picking up the pace because of the people around me, and it's just trusted people. When Mo lays down some guitar shit, you're gonna see on this project, man, when someone who knows what they're doing or someone with talent lays something down, you just gotta respect it for what it is, man. For what it is, and just letting it happen. And one thing also with J-Mac, back to the patience thing, is that I saw his, he even told me, but I saw his game plan for now 2 years ago. You see what I'm saying? Like, he had all the songs finished. He had, or not all the songs finished, but he had the EP names. He had the project name.
Wow.
All that stuff 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And it's just a matter of, I know I just cooked up this fire-ass song today, but that shit gotta wait till I'm done with all of this shit. And it's just admirable. It's just admirable. Like with Suburbia 2, that's kind of the approach I wanted to take with it. It took 1.5 years to make Suburbia 2. All my other projects, like Suburbia 1 itself, took like 4 months to make. Yeah, I was just like, yo, it's not finished until it's finished. Until I can play this back and I am completely content with it, and I have a date in mind, and I can also set up things for myself in the future. Like how I was saying about Tay and Balaji, it's all about reinvesting in yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and stuff like that.
And some of that seems like it would go against the grain from what you would naturally want to do, because like you said, you're kind of like a run and go type of person. How is the music business for you, and like staying a creative but still trying to follow these rules and to package things a certain way?
It's a motherfucker, I'll tell you that. It's a whole my God. Because the thing about it is, every song, at the end of the day, no matter what emotion you feel from it, it is a wave or an MP3 from a laptop. In the same way you hear commercial music, that is a wave or an MP3 from a laptop. And in the same way that a song in a commercial is a song in a commercial, and a song is this, it's all product.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is putting my emotions into a product, but like some people don't want to wait 1.5 years for the next product. Some people don't even want to wait 1 year or 2 years for an iPhone.
I don't want to wait.
Exactly.
I want that
that's
new
how we
Wabo
are.
project tomorrow.
What
Drop it.
iPhone
No
6,
visuals.
16 or 17? 18?
I don't know about that. I'm talking about the music, but I'll wait on iPhone.
Yeah.
But I'm not waiting
You
on that
talking about
next
the-
Young
okay,
Wabo
yeah.
project. I need that next month.
Oh yeah. Talk about that. I'm trying to. Man, it's up for that.
But I understand how that's important. It's important to have the business behind it. It's important
Exactly.
to market it a certain way, all that.
And using that word that you said earlier, I learned a lot from my dad's business acumen. Like, and he has a law firm. He's been running it steadily by himself and stuff like that. He has a secretary. He has a secretary, but it's mostly him and stuff like that. A lot of this is being realistic about what you're pushing out. Is it going to be? Are you going for the hit, or are you going for something that's from the soul that might be niche and not reach everybody? Because if it is going for the soul and something niche, it's going to have a niche market, and you can't be upset about that. A lot of people have expectations about what their thing is supposed to be. It's not up to you. It's not up to you. Suburbia 2, if other people decide it could have 15 listens. Doesn't matter. It's out in the world. We're on to the next one. You know what I'm saying? So like it's trying to balance where your soul and dreams and aspirations are, and what business looks like, what business takes, and what you have to do to make a business work. And stuff like that. Like my boy Perry Mason, he's blowing the fuck up right now. That's because if you're a fan of Perry Mason, you can listen to an album. I want to listen to another album. You can listen to another album. I want to listen to another album. Fuck it. I can listen to another album. I want to listen to another album. Fuck it. Let's listen to, that's 4 in a day. You've only listened to the albums he's dropped in the last 6 months.
Oof, that's a lot.
He's dropped 18 albums since 2022.
Well, that takes a team. So
No, it's just him.
It's just him?
It's just him. Like he got a manager recently. He has a producer. He has that's how I was saying with the J-Mac thing. Like he has one producer. And that guy is, oh my God, his mind, he's different. He's different. But my boy Zion Cat, Perry is just those two. Just the tandem of those two dropped 18 albums. You can check the math on it. I am not lying.
Yeah, they're putting in the work.
Oh, bro,
that's some good people to look up to for sure.
And he's about to, he's 22, about to turn 23. And Zion Cat is 20, about to turn 21. Right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I was mad as Perry doesn't even know this. I was mad as a motherfucker when we worked so hard on our album. We dropped it. Then 2 weeks later, he's like, okay, y'all, I have another album coming out.
You just gonna step on our release like
bro,
that?
he promoted it heavy for 2 weeks. I promoted it heavy for 2 weeks, and he started promoting his next album.
Yeah.
What?
And a lot of people are on the opposite, where they feel like, oh, I'm gonna slow walk them. I'm gonna put out a single every month, every other month.
And, that's not a bad way to look at it, but it's just like, you gotta think about it. So if you're a Spotify listener, you hear one song from a person. Some people don't even know who they're listening to.
Yeah.
Real life is not required. Nowadays that's it. Nowadays, if you have Spotify, it's not required to know who's singing the song. Not at all.
Nah, if the music good, they'll find you.
Yeah, they'll find. Oh, for sure. That's what I like about Spotify, for sure. But it's not a requirement. It's not a requirement.
So you've had a great career so far.
Thank you.
You have a lot of music out there and a lot of good music out there. You're doing shows. What's been your proudest moment so far?
I have a few, but I can limit it to 3. Having one was so I went to UPenn for about 2.5 years, and I dropped out, and they asked me to do a show there, and I performed, and the set list or the performers were Nardo Wick and Redville. So just being around those amazing artists, huge artists, was pretty cool. But being able to perform and do a great show for 45 minutes at the school I dropped out from, and getting paid after that. I got paid racks for that show. I was talking about shit the whole night. Oh my God. But that was definitely one of my prouder moments. When I finished Suburbia, when I got the Suburbia CDs, I gave one to my neighbor Noah, who's also a good friend of mine that I grew up with, AAU, all that stuff. He gave the CD to his dad, and his dad called me. He was like, I know it's been some time, but I'm really, really, really proud of what you're doing. I feel like this is I'm listening to the kid that I grew up with, that I watched grow up, raised a little bit and things like that. I'm just so proud of you, and that was an amazing moment too. And then third would be my BYOBF show, which is I keep on bringing him up, but Perry, his group is called BYOBF. I'm in that Be Your Own Best Friend, just a mental thing and stuff like that.
Okay.
And his first show after beating cancer, he had us come up, me and Mo, and we performed to a sold-out crowd of 250 people in New York City. And when I say that was the best show I've ever had, I felt like an NBA player in the locker room during, before the game. I had headphones on, locked in. There was no way I was missing even a single word of this show, and it went amazing. And just not only being able to perform and do it excellently like I wanted to do as a kid, but being able to hug Perry after the show, hang out with him. And I didn't get to see him for 1.5 years before, during the whole cancer thing and stuff like that. And I just didn't like the way that, it's just how it breaks down sometimes, but you gotta leave, you gotta go back home. And we recorded a song called E&J the day I left. I saw Perry last before cancer, and I told him I was gonna hang out with him soon. I just didn't get to hang out with him during his whole cancer thing. I just felt not terrible because I was missing out, but I just felt like there's more I could do, because me and Perry are like this. That's my motherfucking brother. And he went through that whole cancer thing. He didn't have a lot of people there for him. He had his family there for him. He had people there for him. It's just I felt like I should have been there. And then performing, and then being able to perform with him just meant the world to me.
That's beautiful that it came full circle like that, and y'all
Real
were
life,
able to experience
real life.
that moment together.
Thank you. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of the people I'm around, man. They're just doing their thing.
Yeah, you got a circle, a strong circle, so that's good. For the creatives out there that are starting out, whether they rap, make music, produce, what advice would you give to them?
Be okay with being ass. Be okay with being dog shit. This is my favorite story to tell about my process. Whenever someone asks me this, when I was at Penn, I was on the football team, And shout out Mal, he's my boy now. But there's this dude named Mal, and he's from Atlanta, so he knows a thing or two about rap. And I was trying to show. I was trying to show the guys. We had a black pen, like black football pen group chat kind of thing, just the boys. And I was trying to show them some things I was cooking on. I took my laptop, recorded a snippet or something. I'm like, yeah, we cook it. And this nigga puts in the group chat. He's like, yo, Wab. I was like, what's good? He's like, you got a hanger? I was like, yeah, I could go grab it. He's like, okay, good, hang it up.
Oh, damn. God damn. Wait, how long ago was this?
It's like 2020. When it COVID, so like 2019, I was a freshman. 2019,
okay, so it was a minute ago.
Yeah, it was
but still.
a huge minute ago. But imagine you say, hang it up, and I quit. We wouldn't even be in this room right now.
Yeah.
Like imagine he said that shit, and a lot of people, and he was just playing around. He was just playing. That's my boy. That's my dog. Like, what's it called? He literally shows me when he's bumping my music all the time and stuff like that. But like, a lot of people don't even get direct confrontation from that. Sometimes people just need to realize it's you talking to yourself, but you're receiving it as other people are talking about you and things like that.
Yeah, so you're okay with constructive feedback.
Yeah, it's a mental thing. I just started learning how to play guitar about a year ago.
Yeah.
Imagine what I'm gonna do in 2 years. Like, you just gotta be patient with yourself. You gotta give yourself grace and be okay with being ass. Like real life. Like there's some songs I can't even listen to from myself back then, but I could see what I was cooking though. And it's all about being able to look back and see where you've been and where you're going. So that's the advice I would give.
That's great advice. You gotta go through them pain periods, them ugly periods to get there.
Exactly.
So for the people who don't know you, they don't know your catalog, they just stumbled across this interview, they haven't heard a single song, what song should they hear first?
Damn, that's where the huge discography comes in. You're talking
huge.
about.
You gotta choose something.
Can I break it down to 3? Because it's like...
Well, one's gonna be playing right now as we're speaking.
Okay.
So which one would you like that to be? It's a good problem to have when you got this much music.
Either can't do that. Spinning around me. Yeah, I think that's the one we talked about, the live instrumentation. That was all me on guitar and stuff like that. I'm just really proud of that song, and that I feel like that direction, aside from the rap shit I'm about to drop soon, that's the direction I want to take my music in. Spinning around me is absolutely the direction I want to take my music in. So that's for people who want to get to know what I'm about or what I'm going to be about.
All right, well, this is Spinning Around Me by Young Wabo. It's been a pleasure to get to know you, pleasure to talk to you. I'm a fan. I'm going to continue to be a fan, continue to support and kill the show you got tonight.
Thank you.
It's Young Wabo, JB The Truth, WeTM. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend, and we'll see you next time.